Glorious greetings, my friends. Aaron Pine here, also known as the Elven Wizard in the Inner Realms. And I want to share with you more about the Inner Realms and how they're relevant to your spiritual development, your spiritual connection, and your opening of your connection to these realms and bringing them through, and what that really means in a practical sense, right? So a lot of people are working to deepen themselves, heal stuff, clear out the past trauma, the past fear, wounds, clearing our ancestral wounds, our genetic wounds, all very important stuff, right? And what's after that? What's beneath that? What's within that? As we start to unravel the challenges, the trauma, the fear, the pain, the stories from this life, from our culture, and from our families and ancestral line that we carry, we begin to open up some deeper levels within us. And these deeper levels begin to connect us with our more multidimensional nature, our connection to other realms or other places of our consciousness that are beyond the human experience. Now, a lot of ancient cultures around the world understood this and had a mythical map known as the Tree of Life, as it's commonly called, but there's, of course, variations in different cultures. One of my favorites is Yggdrasil from the Northern European ancient mythology, right? Pre-Christian mythology. There's a Tree of Life there that had what we know of as 9 realms upon it, the bit of mythology we still have left from that time period. However, for my own journey, my own years of doing meditation and exploring these inner realms and doing healing work and connecting with spirit, there are many, many more realms. And these realms can represent different aspects of our own consciousness and represent aspects of nature, of life, and our intergalactic, if you will, connections beyond the earth world. And how do we begin to integrate that into us and integrate that into this human experience? And right now in the world, right, we're going through continually massive changes and challenges and lots going on, right? Lots of stuff on every level. And I personally believe this is a call for us to begin to harness and access these other levels of ourselves and start to bring them through. Why? Because that allows us to tap into more of our own creativity, our own genius, our brilliance, our creative gifts, our soul essence, and what it can bring to this puzzle. And I believe our soul came here to reveal itself, to show its glory, to reveal all that it carries, to support others in them remembering that, right? And to support this planet in it remembering its glory and re-establishing I'll say, more beautiful, orderly, harmonious, and uplifting experience here on earth, that we can navigate these challenges and transform them into something that allows our souls to continue to grow and expand and understand ourselves and learn our own creative potential. Now, let me show you this one map here I've got. This is one I made here for my new meditation training platform, Inner Realms Journey game. And you'll see here, this is sort of a cosmic map here of the Tree of Life. Now, like I said, there was the Norse version, Yggdrasil, which is an older version, and through my guidance and my meditation, I was told to expand upon it, right? So in this particular map, I've got 29 realms here listed. You can see some of those, all right? And so these are all guided meditations to these different realms that are available on the Inner Realms Journey platform. And you can begin to explore these realms and integrate their wisdom and access them. And I've got many more in development. This is just the first 29. I've got over 50 now, and many more in development coming soon. But you can see this helps you sort of map it out consciously, right? In the middle generally is the earth, right? Our human reality. And that is sort of in the center point. That is the connecting point between what's known as the upper worlds, and this is common in a lot of shamanic indigenous traditions from around the world. You have the upper worlds, and you've got the lower worlds down in the roots, and they both have their importance and their relevancy, and we're connected to all of them. They are all part of who we are. As we begin to unravel ourselves outside of just the human framework, we begin to connect with our mythic self and understand who we are. Now, if you're one of my light language courses, right, we're bringing through, in a way, languages, energetic consciousness from these other realms and expressing it through sound qualities, right? And this is an ancient tradition that's been found around the world, and even, it's even made its way into Christianity and Catholicism a bit. Speaking in tongues, they call it. But even there, what I've seen from them, they're getting into a deep emotional, energetic state, a focused state. The bit I've seen of it in that format in church, they're in the sermon and they're charged up, speaking the truth that they know, the truth that is aligned for them, and they're speaking it, and they get energetically, emotionally charged up, and in this focused state, and it starts coming through. Same thing happens for others across the board when they're speaking in tongues. There's an energetic intensity, an emotional intensity, a focus intensity to allow something spiritual to come through, to step outside the linear conscious mind of day-to-day reality and allow something bigger and beyond to come through. And different people have different terminologies. This is my expression, experience, understanding, and map that has worked for me and help a lot of others access this sort of thing as well. So, whatever works for you, but this is what I've got for you here. So that is the map of the Tree of Life. Again, that's for the Inner Realms Journey platform, which you can check out for free there, innerrealmsjourney.com. Now, why do you want to allow these other realms to come through? As I said, they carry wisdom, they carry consciousness, they carry life force and vitality. For over 18 years now, I've been doing energy healing work for many people around the world. And I see it as layers, almost like an onion, right? There's the clearing of trauma and pain of what's going on now in somebody's life, of what's come before in their life, particularly childhood. There's the clearing of what's been passed on to them genetically. And then there's the clearing of what's sort of interwoven in their past life tapestry. And as we unravel those, then these other dimensional energies can come in, and a new level of life force and empowerment and spiritual connection emerges from there. And as this emerges, as I said, it's vital life force that can start to flow through our body, or what I call our biosuit. And it activates, it charges up our biosuit, it empowers our biosuit for powerful healing, vitalization, and I believe much more can happen as we allow this energy to run through us. That's where I believe great miracles can happen, is when we allow the universe itself to start to flow through us. And it requires an intense level of courage and bravery and surrender, letting go of the human framework and story of reality. Now, science is showing us more and more how much we create our reality, how much our reality is generated by us, and how much our experience of reality is filtered through what is in our subconscious. And so the subconscious, right, stores all that trauma and that fear I've been talking about releasing. As that's cleared out, we expand our consciousness to include a much larger tapestry, a lot larger framework of what is possible. That's where we step into this multidimensional self. We step into something beyond, inclusive of and beyond, expanded beyond just the human. Not that the human, anything's wrong with that. It's just one part of it. And it's gotten us to where it's gotten us. And I'm inviting that, it's my perception that we need a bit more here to support us through this great time that we're going through as a collective here on this planet Earth, right? Can we bring in more of that? And another important piece here is, as we bring in more of that, it connects us more with nature, because nature holds these other energies. Nature doesn't have as much of a veil over it to these other realms. It's more interconnected with that. And so as we open ourselves to that, we also begin to open ourselves more to nature and to the planet, and understanding our deep and intimate connection and relationship and need to be one and in harmony with the planet itself, because that then reflects back to us in harmony with all that we are. And when we unlock all that we are, then things get really interesting. And that's where we're going. We're evolving to, how do we bring forth all that we are into the human experience. How do we tap into something that is beyond what has previously been in the human experience and bring that here and now? And that's what I'm inviting in here. So I want you to start to open that. If you want to be, again, exploring these realms for yourself deeper, check out my trainings. Again, innerrealmsjourney.com. You can start activating your avatar and start exploring the realms there. Or, of course, reach out to me for private mentoring if you'd like to do that as well. I'd be honored to help you. And just start looking, just start reflecting inside. What else am I? Who else am I? What else is available and ready to come through and support me here? All right, my friends, well, that's it for this video. I hope that starts to unravel the mystery and start clearing some veils for you. May the magic of all the realms flow through you, and I hope to see you again here soon. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the Facebook groups, check out my Facebook page, and I hope to see you again. Blessings to you, my friends.